Hi everyone, and welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm so happy that you're here. Today I'm going to speak to you about mind over matter and why this is an old saying that has truth to it, but we need to understand what this is really about, because our mind is really a trap, and I want you all to get what I'm saying when I'm touching, upon changing your mindset and where that's really going. Because it's not really about the mind or the thoughts at all, as much as it is your emotional frequency, what you are thinking, and most of all, the intent. So first of all, I'm Hilde Larsen. I'm a health and mindset coach. I'm a speaker. I'm an author of 3 books, From Hell to Inspired, Know the Truth and Get Healthy, and the last one, No More Bullshit. I hope you really read that one. Now, I'm also the Detox Specialist, but most of all, I'm a life enthusiast, and I love coming to you with topics like this because they're very dear to my heart, because I've seen so many amazing changes in my clients from working this way. Yes, we do always change our diet when we're looking towards healing our physical, emotional, and spiritual being. It's about raising our vibration, right? And you've heard the old saying, mind over matter. But I think there's a lot of misunderstanding there, because when we're thinking about our mind, we're thinking about our thoughts, right? And we control our thoughts, no doubt about it. We talk about the subconscious mind. It's an old programming. It's just back there. It's the monkey mind playing. We don't even know what's playing there, because then it wouldn't be subconscious, right? So you don't know what's back there, but you can see it in your life. So every time you go further than your physical conscious thoughts, if you can go deeper, that's when we can really start reprogramming what's underneath. And why do you want to do that? Well, look at it this way. If you're changing your thoughts alone, and it doesn't come from a pure intent, it doesn't come from an emotional and your own spiritual sense of what you need the most for you, it's simply going to be something from the ego. It's going to be something that can't connect with the right frequency. So everything you're sending out has a frequency, right? That's why I'm so into eating the raw living foods, because everything is vibration. So first of all, you want to nurture your temple with high frequency food so that it can start dumping and allowing to release everything lower vibration. And if we're thinking about higher and lower, it would be the same thing about thoughts, right? Anything going towards the positive side would be a higher vibration. Anything going towards the lower side would have a lower vibration. Why? Well, the words are connected somewhat to something emotional, either big or not so big. For some people, they get pissed off just from hearing one word. Another person can say almost anything in the same state of emotion and mind. It doesn't really matter that much. It's what it can do for us. It's not something by itself. The thought is a tool. It's not something that's going to completely change your life by itself. And that's a big misunderstanding. And that's why I see so many people, they don't even explore the deeper value of really going in and tapping into your own inner healing powers, because that's what changing your diet into a raw vibrational diet will show you. It will connect you with nature. It will show you the frequency in where you need to tap into to be able to connect to healing, to all that is. Because like I've said so many times, you can only live from love or from fear. And we're definitely talking about love here. We're talking about the frequency of anything looking like or feeling like love, gratitude, forgiveness, anything that really feels good, that opens your heart. Now, that is the vibration that healing resides on. So if you're if you're a transmitter, if you're like a radio, if you want to tune in to every show that's good, everything that has to do with regeneration, detoxification, healing, youthing, hydrating, you have to tune into the love frequency. And that's not a thought, it's a feeling. So when you're looking at mind over matter, thinking that it's the thought itself, that's merely a tool, again, that you can use to start shifting your focus. Because you can sit there and you can say, I want a red Ferrari, I own a red Ferrari, I have a red Ferrari, I own a red Ferrari, and feel nothing about it. And not even have a great intention of why you would want that Ferrari. Maybe you just have a blue and a white Ferrari and you want a red one. You see, that's not how it works. Those words in themselves not going to shift anything for you. It's the intention behind it. It's the longing of your heart. It's the gratitude from your heart. It's when you tap into what you really need, that's when you see the shift start flowing. Okay? So an example in my own life. It wasn't until I changed something within a relationship that things started to shift. Why? Because I was not willing to release and to acknowledge what I needed to do in order to shift that frequency within myself. So look, okay, so let me break this down for you. If you're living a life and you have a shitty job and you have a relationship that's not serving you, or you are feeling stuck mentally and emotionally or physically. Now, if you have a mindset that says that you're willing to do this for this part of your life, you're willing to maybe change something, you know, as far as your relationship, or you're willing to change your diet, but you're keeping your job, even though it's killing you, literally, your cells, because you just can't go there. You know, you don't want to look at it. It's too much. Now, you're keeping your energetics in that mode, you see. So you're not allowing everything that can come forth for you to come forth, because we're blocking ourselves. And that's what the mind does. So even though you're sitting down and you might have changed your diet and you're on this protocol and you're saying, I'm healthy, and you really want to get healthy for all, you know, different reasons. It could be good reasons even. It could be that you want to get back to work, or that you want to get out of pain, or that you want to get back to watching your son play soccer like I wanted to. And that's fantastic. But your energy around that healing needs to come from your soul purpose. It needs to come from love and gratitude. You need to be willing to let go of the outcome. You need to be willing to let go of judgment and analyzing and demanding, because we demand all the time that if I do this, I want this in return. If I put this in, I want this in return. If I'm going to eat like that in 2 months, I better see that. You see, that is not the love frequency. It's not even a change in mindset, because the mind is always with you. So every time you judge, the mind is there. You're thinking those thoughts. It's all about those thoughts. First of all, the thoughts. You can stop yourself and see what is it as a step one. What is it that I'm thinking? Am I thinking, oh, I really want to be healthy. I really want to travel the world, and oh, I feel so much love towards this life, you know, and then you turn around and it's like, oh, you shush up this and that, and then you complaining about the politics, or the neighborhood did that, or somebody cut you off in traffic. This is your energy, and it's a 24/7 thing. So I always say, start meditating first. Okay? Start meditating first. Why? Because stillness will shift you right out of there. The more you practice stillness, the easier it will be for you to detect your thoughts. And I catch myself all the time thinking something that I didn't even know I was thinking. But what I also see happening is, with all these years of practice, I can see that it's so much easier to shift back really quick, and that you really become the observer so much easier. So if you sit still, start by just 5 minutes a day, 15, 30, work yourself up to 30 minutes a day, maybe twice a day, and just sit still. Just still your mind, think of nothing, connect with your breath, and that's that. That's all you need to do. That one practice will shift your frequency. Because again, that's what we're talking about. You will start feeling more love. And when you're sitting there in silence, the love will come forth. Why? Because you connect with your spirit. You'll connect with your soul. And that is pure love. All thoughts will mess that up. Every thought is really an obstruction. It's a tool that we can either abuse or we can use it to steer ourselves in the right direction. Because you're always manifesting according to your inner terrain. The same way your health is always reflecting your inner terrain, be it that it comes from emotional abuse, from trauma, from eating chemicals, medicate, whatever it came from, it is only reacting to the inner terrain. Now, your outer world is only reacting to your inner terrain as a whole. And the inner terrain, it includes your emotional state, it includes your mindset, it includes your beliefs, it includes all your false beliefs. It includes the programming and the conditioning and everything that you've lived. So the only way to break free from that is to start with a stillness. And then you start really observing yourself and filling your cup from the love side, always from the love side. Don't get so caught up in what it is that you want to achieve. If it is to fix a finger or a migraine or anything else physical, or if it's your relationship or get over a trauma, be more concerned with just filling your cup and the general. I mean, back to basics. I always talk about simplicity. Back to the simple fact that when we raise our vibration and get in sync with the love, everything we experience will come from that. And then when you start putting out there what you want, it will come from your soul level. It will come from a purpose that is pure. It will come from your passion. And it will align itself to you. I remember an old saying too, it's like, don't keep knocking at a closed door. And there is no rejection, only redirection. These are all good and so true. If you're banging on the door and it's just not opening, you're banging on the wrong door. And if you feel rejected in one direction, it's never a rejection. It is a redirection. So again, with no judgment, you would move more fluently through life with these principles, because you wouldn't feel like you had to force anything. The force needs to go. And a mind and a thought that thinks that it can go over matter, it's a forceful thought. You see? It's a harsh thought. The feminine, the flowing energy, it just goes. It goes where desire is present, enthusiasm, love, where you see potential, where you're eager to grow, not to show, where you want to serve, not please, where you want to forgive, not hold grudges. The intent behind everything we do is the true energy behind everything we do. So this was kind of a rant. I hope that you got some value from this. But really, if you want to break it down, contact me and we can do one-on-one coaching. I do pure emotional and mindset coaching, just because I see it's so important. If you don't have that in place, you can just keep on going with diet changes, exercise routines, and it's going to seem like some people get it and some people don't, but it's really all about the intent that's behind the purpose and how the whole frequency is connected to the purpose. Okay. So I thank you very much for watching. It's always an honor to be here. Thank you for subscribing to my channel. And if you ever need me, just contact me through my website, InspiredByHilde.com, and I'm going to post a lot of links below. Thank you so much.